Welcome back, everybody, to this week's episode of the Majority Rules Podcast. We're going to have on Connor Babin, 4-time over his career SAA Special Teams Player of the Week, 2 times already this year, won it last week. That's why he's on the podcast this week. We're going to talk to him, just get a little dive into the life of a kicker, get to know a little bit about him, his background, and we're really looking forward to it. Let's dive into it. We are here with Connor Babin. Last week, I should say, SAA Special Teams Player of the Week. Connor, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, anytime, man.
It's weird calling you Connor. I just call you
Connor
Babin. But
yeah.
I'm going to call you Babin. This is Connor. I'm going to call him Babin for the rest of this episode. Keep that in mind. Let's just dive into your story. Again, another Texas guy. Why do we do this 2 weeks in a row, Jordan? I don't know. Talk about your high school.
Can't nobody else get no votes for the SAA Player of the Week.
When you started playing football, when you got into kicking, and then talk about high school, and then how you got to Millsaps.
So I kind of started football my 6th grade year in Texas. Started as a receiver, played receiver all the way through junior high, and even in high school. I punted in high school, wasn't even a kicker, just played soccer. So playing soccer for 17 years, kind of played it all throughout that as well. It's really pretty much it for football. Not very much in depth.
You didn't kick it all in high school.
Yeah, not like Grant where I started whenever I was like really young.
Yeah.
Or not like other guys. Like I was just moved to Texas. All my friends played football. I was like, I'll give it a shot.
So
you were
you were just a soccer guy. Coach told you for football to come try out for kicker, and that's just how it worked.
Basically.
So obviously the agenda is to make everything you possibly can.
Yeah.
But what factors play a role in your, not movement, but your thought process when you're going out there on the field for, getting ready to kick? What do you go through, and what do you adjust, and what do you figure out?
Just trying to stay calm, I think that's the biggest thing, because in big games, kicks can kind of get a lot of pressure on you. And just trying to have every kick be the same. So I know that I have the leg power to kick a 50-yard field goal if I'm kicking it like an extra point.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all seen, but in a game, if we're kicking toward the scoreboard, I hit the scoreboard almost every time.
Yeah.
So, that Coach Fleck's not too happy about that. I like it. I just try to make every kick, replicate everything the exact same every time, and just try to keep my head, stay calm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you talked about big kicks. We're going to get into that later. You've had some big ones in your career so far.
Year two, and he's already doing some stuff,
I know.
Man.
Yeah. I know. But so you didn't kick in high school.
Yeah.
You talk about coming to Millsaps and then transitioning into kicker. And I'm assuming you didn't punt last year because of clay patch, and that's why they moved you to kicker. Is that how that all happened? Just talk to us about that.
I committed here as a receiver. The old receivers coach, came to my high school. He was like, "Hey, we really like you." I'm like, "All right, cool." Came here on a visit in the summer, committed like a week later, and then Coach Fleck calls me out of the blue, and he's like, "Hey, I didn't know you could punt." And so he was like, "Can you kick too?" Because at the time it was only clay patch. Like we had no other kicker. So he kind of texted me and called me, and he was like, "Hey, can you go on the field, kick a little bit, send me some videos." So I did that, came to OTAs, which is like our rookie camp. As a receiver, got here in the fall, and Coach Fleck was like, "Hey, I think it's in our best interest that you just focus on kicking." I was like, I'll take the opportunity, and I ran with it, because I saw – we were deep in the receiving room at the time, and I was like a 3 or a 4, and I'd have been a 1 on kickoff and a 2 on field goal last year. So I just saw the opportunity, ran for it, went with it, and now I'm here,
I was going to say, because when you got here, would have been You're younger than me, so sophomore year. So that would have been.
No, he's a.
I'm 2 years.
You're 2 years younger than me. Yeah. So it was my last junior year. Clay patch was punting, and I remember the story. Like there was some kicker that was supposed to be coming from Alabama or something like that. Supposed to come kick. He was really good, and he had a D1 offer and didn't take it or something like that. And then Babin shows up. I was like, "Is this the guy?" And they were like, "No, we didn't have a clue this dude could do this or whatever," and different things like that. So it was really cool to see that, because working on record book from my point of view, Taylor Russolini, something like that, is like the best kicker Millsaps has ever had, and you being in here, the couple years you've been here so far, and it's just like you're on pace to break a lot of records. I mean, you already got your name in the record book, 46-yard field goal. What was it, third, fourth longest or something like that?
Fourth, I think.
Fourth longest in school history against win a game against Southwestern on the road last year.
Yeah.
So what do you think about all that?
I think it's cool, especially doing all that as a freshman and then continuing that into sophomore. Like everybody talks about like their sophomore lull or their sophomore dip.
Yeah.
And I feel like I've kind of just powered through that,
Yeah.
Like my kickoffs, I've gained 4 yards, 4 or 5, depending on where I'm kicking it and how I'm kicking it. And just kind of be able to carry that mentality of just like every kick being the same, just capitalizing on opportunities.
So how is the soccer background? How does that translate to kicking? Obviously, it's kicking, but it's 2 different balls, 2 different goals that you're like your targets that you're trying to hit.
Yeah.
So talk about that transition.
I mean, I think a lot of the leg power that I have is from soccer, I think. And a lot of like the fundamentals of how to kick a football and how to just kick a ball in general is from soccer. Like growing up and even whenever I still played soccer, I was always the dude that would I just kick it as hard as I can. It would just go far. Like that's what, if we needed a ball booted out, like they'd ask me. So kind of transitioning that to football, it was a little difficult at first because obviously I'm kicking like an oval ball, not a circle.
Yeah.
And you actually got to hit it in the right spot. So that kind of took a little bit of practice, but I mean, it was just kind of God-given,
Yeah. All right. So this year you got into the record book for a different thing, like Jordan was mentioned earlier. The record book, most PAT or somewhere for PATs made in a game.
Most PATs and most PAs attend to.
Yeah. Now that also helps when the offense is scoring a lot of touchdowns.
Always.
That's how you get that, and then you just get your name in the record book because they're scoring touchdowns. So that's nice. But this year so far, talk about just the life of a kicker. What's the preparation look like? How much do y'all watch film on the other team? Like, what do kickers do in practice, prep? Give us the life of a kicker.
He's not a big football guy. If you
no, whoa, I know football. This year's running on from last week. I know football. I just don't know kicker.
So we do. Everybody thinks that kicker is like the easiest position, just because during practice we're not really doing much.
Yeah.
But that's because the entire field's taken.
I do a lot of. Babin's just over there, just.
Yeah.
Twiddling his thumbs the whole time.
I do what I can on the sideline. Like I'll stay stretched out, or I'll just hit like 1 steps, or no steps, which I was like no run up into kicking. But I do a lot of my kicking, and the punters do a lot of their punting pre-practice and post-practice, and a lot of people don't see that. So it's a lot of work just like by yourself, like with your own thoughts. So that can get kind of hard at times because like say I kick a bad kick, I'm like in my own head about it. During practice, I mean, we're just there. I've been snapping for the quarterbacks a lot recently. Just kind of help everybody where I can. And, I mean, that's been helping. It's been doing good for the offense recently. So I've just been trying to be the big positive guy on the sidelines too.
And so you're talking about pre-practice, getting your kicks in. I see you out there. Y'all have the iPad videoing your kicks from each hash. Where's that go? Is that going to Coach Select? Where's that all going to your videos that y'all are taking?
Is it proof to the coaches that y'all actually do something? Is that what that is?
But we also do, that's called charting.
Yep.
So he'll give us like a chart of kicks, what hash, how far, and we'll do those, film them, and then we have a percentage that we make or miss for the day. Off sticks, it's always like 100% is the goal. But yeah, that's just so and I go straight to Coach Fleck, and then us as a group, we watch it, break it down. If we miss, why did we miss? How did we miss? How can we fix it? Stuff like that. And then kind of back to your question earlier, I kind of skipped over it, my bad.
Sorry.
Watching film. I watch film off of how like the kickoff team or how their return team is going to like set up or like how they were going to return it. And I'll watch their field goal block unit.
Yep.
See like if they're bringing pressure off the edge, pressure through the middle, just kind of where I can expect it in the game.
Yep.
I say you've been doing I'm assuming that goes into where you're going to place your pooch kicks too, because y'all have done that quite a handful of times this year.
Looking to see if it's going to be an
option. And just saying what guy to kick it to on a pooch kick.
Yeah.
Does that make you mad? when he calls a pooch kick?
I know it
A
does
little
make
bit.
him
Like,
mad.
I know you just want to kick it to the back of the end
A
zone.
little bit because it kind of messes up my average, but
There it is. There it is.
It
You know
gives
what he told me before the season? He goes, I need you and Chris and whoever else is up there. Like, get my averages right. Get the spot to where the ball lands right. Like, you're screwing my averages up.
well, last year it was a little iffy. I think I was
Hey,
average.
Well,
it
you
wasn't
know,
my fault.
you know
Hey,
who,
I put
you know
you-
who
I
did
put
it
it-
last year?
You?
It wasn't me. I do it this year. I don't know who did it last year.
I'm doing the same thing I did last year. I just sit there and write. Okay, I'm just being writing what I'm told. Okay,
So if it
it's
looks
not
good,
me.
if it looks good this year,
If it was
you know what?
last
We're all
year,
good
if
this
it's
year,
if
no
it was
worries.
last year, it was Martin's fault. I'm just saying.
All right, we'll blame Martin. Martin, it was your fault. Babin wants his averages right.
Averages are right this year, so I'm not complaining.
That's
Hey, yeah, you can't complain now.
There
We're
we
good
go.
to
yep. You know who does the stats this year?
There we go.
He sits on the far right
Will you
of the
shut up?
podcast. All right, so we talked about
It'd be
the big
far,
kick.
It'd be the far left, by the way.
For them,
from-
looking
for
this
them.
way, yeah.
Okay.
My
get it
bad.
right.
That's on me.
This ain't for you. This is for the people.
It is for the people. That's my bad. Far left. He talked about the kick at Southwestern last year. They got you in the record book.
Yeah.
It's crazy stressful when you're about to kick a game-winning field goal. I can only imagine.
Yeah.
And just squeaked it in too.
So
Just
talk about
Give it some credit.
no, it was good. No, I wasn't cutting credit off of it. I'm just saying, just squeaked it in, put a little more drama on it. That's all we wanted to do.
Makes it a make.
So in that aspect, in that time in particular, like what's the mindset when you see the drive building up? You see the opportunity is probably about to come.
Yeah.
The whole drive, what's the mindset? When you're about to go out there, what's the mindset? When you're setting up to kick, when you kick it, what's going through your head?
Well, while they're driving down the field, I'm just kind of like watching. Is this really gonna be like? Am I really gonna like have this opportunity? And then once they get past or into field goal range or close to it, I'll like hit a few practice balls in the net, try to keep my mind open. Once that helmet goes on, it's like locked in. Like I'm ready. I've done everything that I can. I just gotta trust myself and be able to do it. And then once I'm out there, I don't even know what goes through my head. Like it's pure like just blackout moment. Like the kick against Southwestern, I remember Coach Lowe on the bus after the game asked me what I was thinking about. I was like, Coach, no idea. It was like I go out there, I take my steps, and now it's just a blank space between that and me looking over the sideline and seeing Coach Legg jump up and down.
So are you the type of guy? Because I know different kickers do this. Are you like the Justin Tucker guy that goes into there's a timeout before, or ice the kicker. There's a timeout. Like you go in the huddle, you're not worried about it at all. Or are you the type of the guy that just walks off from the huddle? Nobody talked to me, nothing, type of deal. Like what?
I think I'm a little bit of 50-50. I think it kind of depends on the moment. Because not this past week, but against Center, I was kind of staying away from everybody while we were driving down the field.
Yeah.
Just in case, because that would have been a really big game, really big moment. So I didn't want to be too lax and then miss, and then it's kind of my bad. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I try to stay in my own head, but at the same time, like if the offense is driving down the field, I want to be there for them and be like, hey, let's go win this. Let's do this. Like I'm here for y'all. Y'all be there for me. Let's go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I mean, if they ice the kicker, that just means that they know I'm gonna make it. You know what I'm saying?
I love the mindset. I love that mindset.
I love that mindset.
Like, they got to be nervous about something.
Giving them the nice little old bird handshake in the head. And what it is.
All right, so we are probably about halfway through the year.
We are.
Exactly halfway through the year.
Yeah.
What are you looking forward to for the rest of the year? Just with this team, the schedule that's kind of gauntlet that we have coming up.
Yeah.
So what are you looking forward to?
Man, we got a tough next couple of games to play.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun though. I think if we got to capitalize on our moments whenever we can, capitalize on opportunities as a team, not just as a kicker. But it's gonna be fun. I think it's gonna be a year to remember for sure. We're gonna make a name for ourselves. Our big thing that Coach Leck has been saying is the old Millsaps. Whenever they went undefeated in conference championships and
that Alex
everything.
Faust year right there, that 05 year.
Yeah. So he's like, they want the old Millsaps. Let's give them the old Millsaps, you know. So that's our biggest thing, just improving day to day, week to week, and it'll work out.
So Maryville coming in this week.
Yep.
Not only are they new to the conference, and for the people back at home, They're a high-powered offense, really good defense, really good O-line. They're coming into the conference this year. You're playing them, and not only are you playing them this weekend at home for your first home game back in long time.
It's been a minute.
In a month almost, I think.
Yeah.
It's homecoming.
Yeah.
So a lot of people, a lot of alumni coming
Big
here.
crowd.
What have you seen on film? Like we've just been talking about, what do you see on film there? Do they, special team wise, are they gonna come at y'all pretty rough? What is it looking like?
Off a punt, they'll probably bring us some pressure. Just because a lot of teams have. Field goal, the same. I mean, no team in our conference really takes field goal too light. Like they don't take the play off. Just be like, oh, let's just let them get it off. No, they're trying to block it every time.
Right.
And I mean, they have an explosive return team, and they have an explosive offense. So trying to pin their return teams back, pin their offense back. If we can do that, I think it'll be a good weekend for us.
I've heard talks of a shootout, which as a kicker, you gotta like the sound of that. That's a lot of.
That means I'm on the field a lot.
That means you're on the field a lot. So both defenses. That's just what I've heard.
As I say, also you got Grant coming back. For people that didn't know, he didn't play last week. Tried not to mention that in the podcast because it was really a late game time decision type deal.
It was a secret.
Yeah.
It was a secret.
You got him coming back, and then you got, like I said, a high-powered quarterback that just won Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah.
Along with you last week. So I don't know. We'll see. I think Babin's got another record with his name on it coming up soon.
You thinking we're getting another 7 PATs?
If we may get 8, I think we may get a little 49, 50-yarder out of this man.
Oh, you're thinking a 50-yard?
If he's going to, especially if we're going towards the scoreboard,
okay.
I like it.
Yeah.
Hey, we play in a bowl, man. That wind starts stirring up. He goes the right way, hits his back right. I mean, he's good to go.
That's true. Also, I meant to say this earlier. You're talking about the score, kicking to the scoreboard. Are you do you look somewhere in between the goalposts? If so, what are you trying to find? Or are you just looking at the ball where you need to kick it on the ball?
Or do you look at Nathaniel Watts in the end zone with a big old red Solo cup?
I've looked at him before. No, I pick a point kind of like off where I'm aiming.
Yeah.
And I just try to kick the ball to that point.
Yeah.
So like the majors above the scoreboard, I kick it, like try to hit the J is what I say every time. And then kicking.
Oh yeah, I guess it is pretty middle.
Yeah.
It, I guess
that's how you spell majors.
I know how you spell majors,
M-A-J-O.
dumb. I'm just saying, like, our scoreboard's old, man. I don't know if it's lined up or not anymore. The letters are fading.
Even if it's not the J, it's just like where I'm just picking a point in the score and I'm just trying to hit it every time. And the same for the opposite direction. There's a running joke during practice that I hit the cameraman off the tower, which is not true.
Yes.
I do
yes, it is.
try to kick it over them, but I don't hit them. I don't. I've yet to hit somebody.
This is going to be the week. Whoever's
close.
up there, he's going to hit.
No, but
if
whenever
it's G-Rod up there, he's not. He's hitting him dead in the eyes. G-Rod's up there.
No, whenever nobody's up there, that's kind of where my goal is to like try to graze the tower. Just because it's middle.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. Just try to pick a point, hit the ball to it.
Well, best of luck this week as homecoming big game, like he was saying, 2 high-powered offenses. Hopefully, we'll see you on the field a lot. Thank you for joining us. We've had fun.
Yeah.
It's
been a good time, man. Thanks for having me.
Great talk there with Babin. What were your thoughts from that conversation?
Great kid.
Yeah, man, he's a great guy.
I love that guy. Love being in a frat with him. Love getting to see him all the time. Great dude. Good dude to hang out with. No, I think he's just like any average kicker, whatever. He's got a mentality. He's got a. Well, let me finish. Let me finish. He's got a great mentality going into it. He stays positive even when he's having an off day or whatever. And when a shot gets called, he's there to drain it when in the time of need. I think, like I said, I mentioned the Russolino. I think it's Russolino.
I believe you. Whatever you say.
I think it's Russolino. I think he's on verge to be beat a lot of his things, and like I said, he was greatest kicker this school's ever seen. And Babin's doing a lot of great things in year 2, and he's got another 2 years to do it, and he's still got another half a season to do it. So, yeah, I think, majors don't have to worry about kicks whatsoever. I think they got a guy, like I said, with a great mindset, great mentality, and when struggles come his way, he always figures out how to brush it off his shoulders and move on to the next.
Yep. All right. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Had a great time. Jordan, you have a good time?
Oh, I had a great time.
Jordan, we can get the signature Jordan Wright special that we had a lot.
You're not going to cut me off this time?
No, I'm not.
Go Majors!
He interrupted me, so he's going to have to do it again because I wasn't done yet.
That's on me.
We will be back next week. If another football player keeps it up, he will get another SAA Player of the Week. Maybe volleyball gets a Player of the Week.
I need a SAA to get their crap together and get my volleyball girls on the podcast. It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
they got snowed last week.
Jordan thinks there's snow. That one girl had a ridiculous amount of kills.
She did that one time. Allison was consistent all week.
Hey, I'm not hating.
Pick a side, Sam.
No, I'm on the Major side. Okay,
right.
Allie should have won, obviously, but yeah. All right, chill out with all the hate.
Sure.
All right, but as always, until next time, go Majors.
Go Majors!